All right, that's the Patriots. We're staying with football. Let's talk some Needham Rockets and the Wellesley Raiders coming into Thanksgiving Day, which many of you saw right here, our Real Sports Sport Thanksgiving Day preview show just a couple of weeks ago. Got you ready for that. And now let's recap the season along with the Thanksgiving Day highlights. Needham had the chance to tie the best record of all time in school history if they came away with the win on Thanksgiving Day. And again, let us be the last to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and let us be the first to show you these great highlights here. Needham and Wellesley game may have been a week ago, but this game will last with Needham for many years to come. Take a look here at Memorial Park on Thanksgiving. Wellesley in their road white, Needham in their home blue. Your top two defenses in the Bay State Conference. Wellesley defense getting the best of Needham in the first half. They forced 4 3-and-outs on 6 Needham drives. And the Raiders would eventually get on the board first. Michael Janey, he goes in untouched from 2 yards out. 7-0 Wellesley on top after the first. Second quarter, Wellesley would punt it away, and they would pin the Rockets at their own 1-yard line. Duncan Johnson with the punt there. And Needham would get a first down here, but was unable to convert on this Kevin Brennan run. So Ryan McGloin would have to come in on the punt. Wellesley botches it here. And Needham Jr., Danny Kavanaugh, he jumps right on it. Needham will take over at the Wellesley 29-yard line. They take a shot to Mark Riley in the end zone. It's a little overthrown on 3rd down. So Needham would go for it on 4th down. Nobody is open. Kevin Brennan, he does go down. Wellesley with a 7-0 lead at halftime. Start of the third quarter. Needham here would intend to squib kick it, but they get a huge break, and they recover the ball at the Wellesley 42-yard line. Danny Pierce with the recovery. 6 plays later, Rockets turn it over on a rare botched snap between center Jamie Arno and Kevin Brennan. Wellesley takes over here, Aaron.
Yeah, 7 drives, only at that point, only 4 first downs. It wasn't looking good for Needham.
And it would get worse here. The Raiders punting. Ian Riley cannot handle it cleanly, has the ball stripped away by Jake Tanner of Wellesley, and they take over at the Needham 36.
Yeah, that's a rare fumble from the normally sure-handed Ian Riley.
Next play, Wellesley, Danny Elfman, handoff, and he fumbles it.
Danny Pierce and Sam Nichols recover the ball.
And that would be short-lived, though. Next player, Duncan Johnson of Wellesley. He hits Mike Vespa, and the ball pops loose. Whoop! Tanner recovers again for Wellesley.
3 turnovers in the half for Needham. Eventually, 1 was going to cost them.
And here it is. This is where it cost them right here. Matt Peeney with the 6'4 junior. Matt Farina hit him there. Rumbles and tumbles down to the Needham 11-yard line. And that set up Peeney to Brett Monjo. Touchdown pass, 14-0 Wellesley.
Yeah, it was a good play by Wellesley. For as bad as Needham played, though, they were only down 2 scores.
And we'll go to the fourth quarter momentarily when the Wellesley Raiders had a 14-0 lead after that touchdown there to Monjo. 3 scores, though, in the first play of the fourth. Drew Burnett now in a quarterback for Kevin Brennan. Throws it right to Duncan Johnson. In between the numbers. Could have been a pick 6 there, Aaron.
Yeah, Johnson had nothing but open field in front of him, and it could have been a game over at 21-0.
And I'm sure he's still regretting it to this point here. He is devastated. Needham offense, they wake up in their next position, come back from the dead here on this one. Burnett with a handoff to Kevin Brennan. Saw it many times this year when Burnett was in a quarterback. Brennan gets 24 yards into the Wellesley zone. Next play, Burnett connects with Brennan again. This time, it's a FedEx through the air. 26 yards down to the Wellesley 20-yard line. And that sets up a reception here to Mark Riley and perhaps a touchdown. And it goes deep, 20 yards. Score it, 14-7 Wellesley.
Yeah, that was Riley's 8th touchdown in his last 7 games. The junior was just adding to his monstrous season. Great throw by his classmate Burnett.
And that made it 14-7 after Nick Wong's extra point attempt was good. Rockets defense forced a 3-and-out, and Ian Riley returns the punt 31 yards to the Wellesley 26. Good field position coming up here for the Rockets. And Needham knocking on the Raiders' door again. 3rd and 10. Drew Burnett, a strike to Mark Riley, 15-yard completion. What a grab, Aaron.
Yeah, they needed a play, so they went to the playmakers, and they delivered.
And that would set up a Sam Nichols run, 6 yards out. We got a tie game, 5:23 to go for the touchdown here.
Yeah, Burnett was really doing a great job of sparking the Needham offense, and the senior captain Sam Nichols following his co-captain Will Stenberg's lead block into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that was huge. Last play of regulation. Burnett still in a quarterback, looking deep. And he does have Mark Riley open, but he scrambles 17 yards. Let's see if he can make it all the way. No, taken down at the 5-yard line, so we go into overtime. Wellesley wins the coin toss and surprisingly elects to take the ball first. Could go either way in high school here. First down, handoff to Michael Janney, stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Second down, Sam Lawrence fumbles the ball, fumbles the snap rather, and Mark Riley takes him down. And then a third down, Peeney over the middle to Lawrence, but Danny Pierce breaks it up. Wellesley settles for a 32-yard field goal. They take a 17-14 lead. A touchdown here would win it for Needham on their possession. First down, handoff to Mike Vespa, doesn't go anywhere. He gets stopped at the line. And then Kevin Brennan back in a quarterback, and he gets sacked for a loss. Here's a third down and goal, and a chance for Needham to win the game. Take it to the highlights.
Waggle right, Brennan rolling, looks end zone, passes there, touchdown!
Mark Riley! Mark Riley
Touchdown,
again!
Brennan to Riley!
And there you go. The junior Mark Riley becomes a hometown hero, and he gets swarmed on the field by not only his team, but also the crowd. You had young people, you had senior citizens, you had people my age all over Mark Riley on that one, and it made the turkey taste even better for all Needham Rocket fans alike. Final score, Needham 20, Wellesley 17 in overtime, a 14-point deficit going into the fourth quarter. And after the game, our very own James Walsh caught up with some of the players to get their initial reaction right after the game.
Will, congratulations. Just finished up a great overtime victory. You guys came 14 unanswered points, forced overtime. Last game of your senior career. Can you sum it all up right now, just how you're feeling, how it feels to lead the team out there today?
It's amazing. To play that bad in the first half and come out in the second half and just give it our all and just leave it on the fields. I can't explain it. It's amazing.
Rob, you guys were down 14 points at one point. What was going through your head, and what were you thinking about coming back?
I knew we had it all the way. We're a second-half team. We're very resilient. We don't stop until we get in the end zone and we have the victory.
Sam, you guys scored 14 unanswered points. You were part of that with your touchdown. Take us to the touchdown.
I mean, we had a Puma, which is like all passing in. That got us all the way down to like the 5, and then she called a 20 midline, which is just me up the middle, following Stenny into the end zone, and just follow the blocking, walked right in.
14-point comeback. Explain it all.
I was hoping we'd play well, whether we won or not, in the second half, because we didn't play. It was probably our worst half of the year. So I'm hoping we were playing better in the second half, just to salvage some pride. And then once we started getting some momentum, we had some big plays. Drew came in, lit a fire under us. Kevin had some huge catches, and things just snowballed. And they played awesome. The kids played awesome. They deserved it. One of the best teams ever in Needham history, and it was a true team effort in the second half there.
What was going through your head and thinking about the comeback, or were you taking it one play at a time?
Well, at halftime, our captains came up to us in the locker room over there, and they said, you know, this is the last time we're ever going to be playing together, all of us as brothers, and they wanted to come out with a win. And they actually said to us they want the underclassmen to step up because we've been doing it all season. Vespa, Arno, Madsen, Phil Kama, everyone on the line, everyone on D-backs, Cavi, Pierce. We all stepped up big, and we got the win for them, and I'm glad they got to go out with a victory.
Did you ever think your high school career was going to end like this?
No. I mean, it's crazy. To get a win against Wellesley on this field, overtime, with this group of seniors, honestly, it's just the greatest thing ever. Nothing better than this.
At one point, it was 3 fumbles in a row, 3 turnovers. It was kind of sloppy. Did you ever at all feel it wasn't your day?
You know, right off the bat, everyone was so hyped up, nervous, and when that happened, everyone was like serious. But then we settled down and we executed, and then came out with the win.
The last pass you ever will throw in your high school career was a touchdown in overtime to beat Wellesley. Has that hit you yet? Has it sunk in yet? Tell us about that, and what do you think you'll be thinking in 5 years when you're looking back at this?
No, it hasn't sunk in. You know, like it felt like slow motion, that last play. I just saw Mark, I threw it, touchdown. I couldn't even believe it was the end of the game. We had one play to make it happen. It was 3rd down. Then we were going to kick a field goal, but we just got the touchdown. His coaches made great calls all game, all season. Coach Duffy's a great coach. You know, 9-2. Again, has best record in Needham High. Great finish to a great game. I'm just really happy right now.
Your 7th straight game in a row with a touchdown. This one must be the sweetest. Walk us through it.
Oh, definitely. After I made that catch, I saw everyone running over, and it was wild. It was crazy. But it was great to get the win for the seniors.
Now, a couple of years ago, you guys won in Wellesley in overtime. Is it sweeter here at home in front of the home crowd and just the fashion you guys won in?
It's just as nice. That was nice too, but this is great. You know, to get our 9th win and to have the team play well and come back and just have a great season with a great bunch of kids. It's just as nice. I'm not going to compare the two, but it's much better than last Thanksgiving when we lost on the last second. So you know, I feel bad for Wellesley. They played well. They were well coached, a hard-fought game, and it always comes down to this in the Needham Wellesley game. And this year was our turn to win. The kids played awesome.
You're graduating a lot of great kids this year. How would you sum up this 2010 Needham High football team, the graduating class?
25 seniors did an awesome job. You know, they're on special teams. If they weren't starting on offense and defense, they're on special teams. We got most of the kids in a lot, you know, as best we could. And when you have that big a senior class, you want them to stick together and to contribute, and that's what they all did. And hopefully with their leadership from this year, we'll carry on to the kids next year.
How do you got to sum up this 2010 team that will probably be remembered forever now in Needham High, and you're part of it?
I don't know. It's something I will remember for the rest of my life. I can't explain it in words.
Sam, this is your last game. Has it hit you yet, or is the celebration still wearing on? And what are your thoughts now?
I'm probably still celebrating. I don't know. It'll probably hit me once I leave, walk off the field. That is my last game, but it's definitely a good way to go out.
What do you got to say about you and all your classmates?
Love them to death. They're all my brothers. I couldn't have asked for a better pack of kids to play with, from A squad all the way through high school, and it's been an honor playing with them.
Sum up your classmates graduating this year, and is there a better way to end it?
No, you couldn't even script a better way. I love this group of seniors. I've been playing with them for 4 years, since freshman year, and we talked about this game for 4 years. It's what we worked for. I mean, it's just great. Pull out the win against Wellesley senior year. I love this group of seniors. I'm happy for all of them, and it's been a great time, great game, great win.
And it does not get much better than that. The Rockets, a dramatic 20-17 win over Wellesley in overtime. This may be the greatest Needham win of all time against Wellesley on Thanksgiving Day.
I'd just like to congratulate Coach Duffy and his staff. I think they did a tremendous job this year. I didn't get to see much because of my health, but I did the Natick game, and they had a tremendous game plan against Natick, and they lost to 2 teams, Wellesley and Weymouth, and those 2 teams went on to play in the playoffs. So
Walpole and Weymouth.
Walpole and Weymouth.
Yeah, Walpole.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they beat Wellesley. We know that.
Yeah, Walpole and Weymouth.
And 9-2, you finished with the best record of all time. They tied the best record of all time in school history at 9-2. Not able to go to the playoffs last year. 7-4, you get in the playoff. But again, as Tom said, Weymouth and Walpole both at the top. They're undefeated. Can't do much with that, Aaron. Here's your results from the 2010 season.
Yeah, well, my favorite game was the Newton North game it was against Newton North, and it was triple overtime. And yeah, they ended up winning that game, and they went on to a great 9-2 season. So yeah.
Just at the bottom there, the Wellesley won, obviously 20-17 in overtime, and I'd have to say my favorite now is that Thanksgiving Day game. Come from behind, 14-0 deficit, go into the fourth quarter, and you beat your arch rival. Just awesome. Congratulations. Also, congratulations on tap to several of the Needham High football players from the 2010 team. 5 Bay State Conference All-Stars, Robbie Timmerman, Will Stenberg, Kevin Brennan, Max Shaphorst, and Mark Riley. And your captains for 2011, Peter Madsen, Drew Burnett, Mike Vespa, and Mark Riley for next year. Should be a good one.